What's up, Trail Fam? Today we are talking about 3 heavyweight rain jackets. We're gonna talk a little bit about color pop and style, price, materials, but we're gonna hop right into it. Today we are talking about the Arc'teryx Beta jacket, the Patagonia Torrentshell 3L, and the Cotopaxi Cielo rain jacket. We're gonna see how they stack up and which one might be for you. First thing, let's talk a little bit about price and purpose. The Arc'teryx Beta jacket obviously is gonna be the most expensive jacket we're gonna talk about today. It's coming in at $400. So if you're looking for that jacket that's ready to take on the Alpine just as much as it is your rainy bike commute to work, this is gonna be that one for you. But you know, real big mountain energy from the Beta, so that's why it comes with that higher price point. The Patagonia Torrentshell comes in at $179. It's a classic all-rounder jacket, good splash of color, really good materials, eco-friendly. And then the Cotopaxi Cielo is coming in at $145, just really designed for, you know, casual wear with kind of that eco-friendly twist. So next, let's hop into the waterproofing and performance. Why are these jackets priced the way that they are? Well, the Arc'teryx Beta jacket is armed with that Gore-Tex Pro, which is really top of the line, top shell waterproofing, you know, with a rugged 80 denier fabric on that just really kind of laughs in the face of any sort of rain or any sort of moisture. It's gonna just have a super rugged, super waterproof, super breathable material that's gonna keep you covered on the ski slopes, while you're ice climbing, while you're rock climbing, while you're hiking. So definitely some super solid top of the line materials on that Beta. The Patagonia Torrentshell comes in with that H2 NO 3-layer tech, so that's that 3L, 3-layer on the back of the jacket there. You know, really solid defense, but not quite like stormy Alpine fortress protection level like the Beta. So a nice step down, but you are seeing a $200 price point decrease as well. So that middle jacket right there really gets the job done with some super solid eco-friendly materials. And again, that Cotopaxi Cielo, kind of that everyday road jacket. You know, it's got that 10K waterproofing. So it's something you see a lot in those rain jackets or those shells that you're buying in your local ski and snow shop, but not as top end as that H2 NO3 layer or that Gore-Tex Pro membrane from the Arc'teryx jacket here. So the Cielo jacket is gonna be more for those like light daily showers, but it really will get overwhelmed by like a torrential downpour. You can even feel it when you're touching these jackets. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe. Some people like it, some people hate it. It's got that crunchy material in the Gore-Tex, and it kind of gets a little bit less crunchy with the Patagonia jacket, the Torrentshell. And then the Cielo has like a very nice, soft, comfortable feel to it. But as it gets from more crunchy to less crunchy, you're also losing that waterproofing. So we talk about Beta at $400, best waterproofing. Torrentshell at $179, midline waterproofing. The Cielo at $149, a little bit cheaper again, that 10K waterproofing, a little bit softer. So you really are paying for what you get. How do these things stack up for breathability and comfort? Okay, so the Beta, you know, it is surprisingly breathable for what you get. Like we've talked about in a ton of videos before, the Beta, the regular Beta does not have pit zips. So, you know, with this jacket being such a waterproof jacket, you definitely can have the tendency to get a little bit warmer outside on really, really high output days. But for how bomber this jacket is, for what it does for you, it's definitely pretty freaking breathable for the amount of, you know, waterproofing and durability that you get in it, but definitely know it's maybe the warmest of the 3 jackets. The Torrentshell does throw in those pit zips, so brings that back. Again, nice waterproofing, nice comfort, and the pit zips, so a little bit more breathable. And then the Cielo jacket is, again, like I said, for kind of cruising around town, mellow hikes, so it does not have those pit zips. So it's not gonna be super breathable. It's not for running, it's not for climbing, it's not for skiing and snowboarding, it's not for those high output activities. So again, that Cielo jacket, you're gonna be a little bit warmer on the inside of that, but that's because it's not meant for those things. Sustainability and style is the next category we hopping. Take a sip of coffee. Sustainability and style is the next category we're gonna hop into, and obviously, Cotopaxi takes the cake here. They have that 100% recycled polyester face fabric, the PFC-free membrane, and that color block that is just, you know, classic Cotopaxi on everything they're making. It's just got those sick pops of color. So again, when it comes to style, Cotopaxi takes the cake if you like that kind of bright, more poppy color pattern and you want the most sustainable, eco-friendly material. Patagonia is no slouch in this category either. You know, fair trade sewn, 100% recycled nylon face fabric, and that classic clean look. You know, they do have some nice colors right here. We've got the orange and the gray, but they do have some nice poppy colors, but none of that color blocking. It's just a clean look. So if you just want a simple, clean jacket that looks good around town and performs well when you're doing stuff like hiking, skiing, snowboarding, or anything like that on a not so crazy day, this could be the one for you. And then Arc'teryx, obviously that premium, top of the line brand, tough nylon shell, PFC-free Gore-Tex Pro material, but less overly sustainable in the branding. You know, Arc'teryx does a lot of good stuff in that eco-friendly space, but that's not really what they're pushing. They're pushing top of the line premium stuff. So eco-friendliness, Cotopaxi takes the cake there. Patagonia just underneath Cotopaxi, and Arc'teryx takes third place on that one. Out of all three of these jackets, which one's my favorite? I think, you know, just for what I'm primarily doing when I'm getting outside, the Beta is the best jacket. For me, I really like the Beta SL because it does come with those pit zips, but overall, that just regular traditional Beta is probably the best jacket that Arc'teryx makes. It's really, really good in all scenarios in your entire life, from just walking through your rainy metro park in town to a pretty tough hike, running through some rocks. It's really durable, it's really scratch resistant, it's got that Gore-Tex Pro, it's just best at everything. But with that being said, the Torrentshell from Patagonia comes in really, really close, because with the Beta being $400 and the Torrentshell being $179, you are saving a ton of money for some pretty sick features in that Torrentshell as well. So honestly, the Torrentshell and the Beta are right neck and neck there. The Beta is just gonna squeak it out a little bit because that's what I'm using it for. But for the general person, I do think the Torrentshell is the best jacket, best bang for your buck price-wise. So again, just some final thoughts. Who's this jacket for? You know, if you're going into gnarly weather or planning some big missions, go for the Arc'teryx Beta. If you need a dependable, eco-conscious jacket that is really good in almost every situation, the Torrentshell 3L is your guy if you don't want to break the bank. And then just want a stylish, sustainable layer for a lighter rain or a jaunt around town, go for the Cielo. Regardless of which one of these jackets you like, definitely drop a comment down below and let us know. We want to know what you're using and why you're using it. Head on over to our website at ridgeandriver.com for 10% off of your next purchase of anything on our website. Thank you so much for watching today. Stay dry out there, and we'll see you on the trails. Later, y'all.